Good morning, dear children. Today, we will see the second part of the video of the chapter, the treeless grasslands. So, in the previous video, we have studied about the treeless grasslands that are the prairies. These grasslands are known by different names in the different parts of the world. We have seen a map of also this. We have also studied about the location, land and climate of the place. Now, today we will read about the vegetation, the wildlife, economic activities, and some other important aspects of this treeless grasslands. So let us begin. So let us begin with the vegetation. A lot of plants grow here. Trees are rarely found in prairies except along the rivers. So some trees which are found, they are rarely found near the rivers only. Grass grows quickly during the spring season and it changes to hay in autumn season. So trees are very less found here. Rarely found means very less found here, and some trees which grow, they can be seen near rivers only. And the reason behind this I told you, because the rainfall plays a very important role here, because the rainfall is not too much that many trees can grow here and not too less that it turns into a desert. Okay, so not much trees are there, but a lot of plants are there, and grass also grows very quickly. This grass grows during the spring season, and when the autumn season comes, it changes into hay. Hay is the thing when green grass is dried and it turns yellow in color. So that is known as hay. Now wildlife. Wildlife means the animals which live here, which are found here. The animals that live here have adapted themselves to the semi-arid climate. So the animals which live here, they have the habit of living in the semi-arid. Semi-arid means half dry and half wet climate. That means which is moderate climate, not too hot, not too cold. They can bear very hot summer and freezing cold winters both. So see, some of the pictures of the animals are there. This is a picture of bison, bison. This is prairie chicken. This is coyote. And this is prairie dog. So these animals are mainly found in prairies. Now the economic activities. The prairies are intensively cultivated. Intensively means extremely, to a very great extent. That means a lot of cultivation, a lot of agriculture is done in prairies. Corn, that is the maize, it is cultivated in the eastern part. Wheat is cultivated in the central part. Enough wheat is produced to be consumed in the country and also for export. So here in prairies, a lot of wheat is produced so that the country consumes also it, and it is also used for exporting. Due to the large production of wheat, prairies are called the wheat baskets of the world. So because a lot of wheat is produced, that is why prairie is known as the wheat basket of the world. Other crops which grow here are barley, rye, oats, lentils, mustard, peas and beans. So these are the other crops. Also, cattle is reared in the western part of the prairies. So these pictures show the crop which are grown here. That is the maize, that is corn. This is barley. This is rye. This is lentils. That is mustard. and this is beans. The prairies also have meat packing factories, dairy farms, and flour mills. Minerals found here are lignite coal, mineral oil, and natural gas. Gold, silver, and potash are also found here. Due to the availability of these minerals, many ore crushing factories and oil refineries have developed here. Prairies are one of the most industrialized regions in the world. There is an extensive network of roads, railways, and canals in the prairies. So, in prairies, apart from agriculture or cultivation, many meat packing factories are also there. Dairy farms are there where animals are kept for milk, egg, and meat. And flour mills are there. Big flour means the atta, the wheat flour. So because a lot of wheat is grown here, so flour mills are there, which turns wheat into flour. That is known as flour mills. Minerals, some minerals are found here like lignite coal. That means it's a kind of a coal. Mineral oil is found here, and natural gas is found here. Some other minerals are gold, silver, and potash. And because so many minerals are found here, there are a lot of factories and refineries here. These factories are either ore crushing factories, that means whatever the minerals are found, these minerals are in impure form, and this impure form is known as ore. And this ore it has to be crushed, and then the minerals are separated and the impurities are removed. So these ore crushing factories, they make separate ore, and they make separate the impurities and the minerals. In the same way, oil refineries are there where the natural oil which is found, mineral oil is found here. It is in an impure form, and these oil refineries refine that oil. That means it make it pure. Prairies, that is why prairies are one of the most industrialized regions here. And because many industries are there, a lot of transport is done, and to make that transport smooth, many roads, railways, and canals are there in prairies. This is the picture of flour mill. In this, wheat is turned into flour. And this picture is of oil refinery, where oil is refined in pure form. Now let us talk about the life of the people here. European settlers converted these huge grasslands into farmlands. There are very large farms in the prairies. An average farm here is spread over thousands of hectares. So earlier in prairies, some European people used to live here, and these European people, they have made these grasslands into farmlands. That means they used to practice agriculture here. So this practice of agriculture comes from the European people. And because it is a plain land, not much trees are here. That is why very large farms are there, which are spread to hectares and hectares of land. Hectares is a unit of measurement like meters and kilometers. Farmers live with their families on the farms. Some workers and helpers also live on the farms. So because a lot of agriculture is done here, so farmers used to live with their families on the farm itself. So they make homestead there, their homes there, and they used to live here with the families. Because the farming is done on a very large scale, so with the families, some helpers and workers which help them in the agriculture, they also live with the farmers family. So farmers make homestead there near their farm. These homesteads are the buildings for farmers families and the workers also. So this is the picture of large farms here. All the farm work is done by machines. Food grains are stored in silos. Now, because a lot of farming is done on a very large scale, so big machines are used here. And food grains, to store them, there are special buildings known as silos. SILOS. These silos are used to store food grains. So silos are the tall cylindrical building which are used to store food grains. This is the picture of homestead, and this is the picture. This tall cylindrical building which you see is silo. So because a lot of farming is done, so all the farm work of plowing, sowing, harvesting, threshing and winnowing and storing of food grain is done by machines. So very few workers are needed to cultivate thousands of hectares of farmland. So these workers used to live with the farmer's family. The open land towards the west is hilly. The soil is coarse and less fertile. Animals are reared on large open areas called ranches. Cattle is reared for meat and milk. A large part of the total meat is consumed locally, the rest is exported. Many dairy farms have also been built near the cities. These dairy farms have modern facilities for processing milk. Machines have replaced manual labor in dairy farms also. So, if we talk about the western part of prairies, this western part is a bit hilly. The soil is less fertile here and it is not fine soil. It is a little bit coarse. Animals which are reared here, they are reared on very large open areas, and these areas are known as ranches. These animals which are reared here, they are used for cattle, they are used for meat and milk. A lot of total production of meat is consumed by the people who are living here, and the rest part of meat is exported. Many dairy farms are also there which are situated near the cities, and these dairy farms, they have all the modern facilities for processing milk, for taking out the milk from the animals, for processing it, for packing it, for exporting it. All modern facilities are here. So we can say that machines have almost replaced manual labor in dairy farms as well. So we have seen that in cultivation, in agriculture, a lot of machines are used in industries, oil refineries, ore crushings, factories. Machines are used here in dairy farming also. A lot of modern facilities are used. So we can say less of manual labor is there. Manual labor means where human beings used to work, and lot of machine work is there. This picture shows the kind of soil, that is the coarse soil, which is found here in the western part. Hope you have understood the video. Thank you for watching it.